breaking news for all aspiring entrepreneurs. Over 90% of small businesses fail within their very first year. But what if I told you the main reason isn't a lack of money, but a lack of the right mindset? Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we are unlocking the ultimate business mindset. I'm Maya, and with me is Alex.
Thanks, Maya. It's great to be here. And yes, that 90% statistic is scary, but it's completely avoidable. People often jump into business thinking it's a shortcut to wealth, completely ignoring the mental toughness required to survive.
Exactly. I see so many people getting blinded by the shiny lifestyles on social media. They launch a product, wait a week, and when they aren't millionaires, they just give up. Why does this happen?
It happens because most of us are programmed as employees, not entrepreneurs. As an employee, you do the work, and you get a paycheck on Friday. In business, you might work for 6 months and earn absolutely nothing. Your brain panics because it expects an immediate reward.
That makes sense. It's the instant gratification trap. So, if someone is listening right now and wants to start a business today, what is the very first mental shift they need to make?
The absolute biggest shift is moving from a consumer mindset to a producer mindset. Right now, most people spend 80% of their time consuming watching videos, scrolling on phones, buying things. A business mind spends 80% of its time creating content, building systems, or solving problems.
A producer ... I love that. So instead of asking what movie can I watch today, it should be what value can I create today. But Alex, what about the fear of failing? That stops so many people before they even start.
Fear of failure is natural, but you have to redefine what failure actually means. In school, failing a test is bad. In business, failing is literally how you gather data. You launch a product, it fails, now you know exactly what your market does not want. That is a step forward, not backward.
Reframing failure as data. That's powerful because it takes the emotion out of it. Another thing I want to touch on is consistency. People work super hard for 1 month, burn out, and then just stop. How do we fix that?
You fix it by understanding that consistency beats intensity every single time. Going to the gym for 10 hours in one day won't make you fit. Going for 30 minutes every day will. Business is the exact same thing. It's about doing the boring, repetitive tasks every single day, even when you don't feel inspired.
Boring but profitable. That should be a t-shirt. Okay, let's talk about networking. They say your network is your net worth. Do you think a lone wolf can succeed in business today?
It's extremely difficult to do it alone. Business is a team sport. But here is the secret to networking. Don't just go to people asking for things. Find successful people and figure out how you can help them for free. That is how you build a real, profitable relationship.
So true, adding value first, rather than just asking for favors. It all comes back to having a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity.
Exactly, Maya. When you have an abundance mindset, you realize there is enough success out there for everyone. You focus on giving, creating, and building, and the money naturally follows as a byproduct of that value.
Absolutely. And what about dealing with negative people? Sometimes the people closest to you, like family and friends, are the ones telling you to just give up and get a real job.
That's honestly one of the hardest parts. You have to protect your energy. You don't have to argue with them, just politely ignore the noise, put your head down, and let your results do the talking. Surround yourself with other builders instead.
Results speak louder than words. Let's do a quick recap for our listeners. To build a solid business mindset, you need to become a producer, embrace failure as data, be consistent, build a network by giving value, and protect your energy.
Spot on. If you can master those 5 areas, you are already ahead of 99% of people trying to start a business today. The mechanics of business are actually pretty easy. The psychology is the hard part.
Well, that is all the time we have for today. Remember, building a successful business starts in your mind before it ever reaches your bank account. If you found value in this episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button, share this with a friend, and leave us a comment below about your business journey. See you in the next episode.